stereotype makes it hard for an individual to be an individual. No one person actually fits into a stereotype. It's not true. There may be aspects of that are true, but then it's generalized on a whole group, which is unfair.
For me, a stereotype has always felt like I've never fit in, as opposed to being, dismissed for, my skin color. It's always like, how do I fit in? How do I assimilate? Should I assimilate or should I embrace who I am? And that's been an ongoing struggle throughout my life.
The question is complicated because off the cuff, I would say no. I wouldn't want to be treated like a woman of color.
As Black women, we're going to be judged harsher if you have a bad day or if you have an off day, right? That's not only going to represent us and it'll be a lasting image, right? But it's also like, you then represent your whole community of Black people. So I think those are where some of the pressures come from, that where it's hard for people to let down the guard.
That is a mental health issue. If you feel like you're living your life and you don't get to speak, it's like shaking a soda bottle, you're gonna pop. Like anytime that a Black woman complains about something, it's always like, OMG, we have an issue, here we go. But it's kind of like, no, I'm hurting, I don't want to be strong right now because I'm in pain, I'm emotional. And it's kind of like, we don't really get those chances to express that. But it's because we don't go to therapy. We don't get to talk about it. We're just supposed to take it.
I don't see many people like me going to therapy. So I think it's really amazing what you're doing, you have a platform showing that if you need help, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to be a woman of color and ask for help. If you're Black and you don't know where you're from and you're trying to be accepted into American culture, it's not, American culture was not made for you to be there. American culture starts with slaves. It's not going to be welcoming. It's not going to have that same support and emotional healing than African heritage.
Yes, right. It's like we do have these, you're exactly right. Like we have these images that this country was made to dehumanize and make us subordinate, right? For a purpose. And so it taught self-hate. It produced internalized oppression. It taught to not be unified, to reject our community, to reject our healing practices. It taught us to reject everything that empowered and affirmed us. And so that reclaiming of identity of who we are is about promoting self-love, is about unity, right? Because the more that we work together, the more that we are in community and on the same page, the more that we trust each other. Imagine that the power that we have and the affirmation and the promotion of our people and ourselves.
As a representative of the community, how can you both empower and educate as well as break down the societal pressures from within?